But I swore, Chris. I swore the day I got to look you dead in your eye, I was gonna hurt you. Over and over and over and over.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. Let's talk about Hobbs, man. This is a very good segment, man. And I wanted to follow up with this because I did a video talking about Chris Jericho's injury from last week. And it got over 1,000 views, man. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go on ahead and cover this. Because I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. Because I definitely said I was going to cover Dynamite for sure. Because I know it's bound for glory this week. But I said I'm going to go on ahead and find a way to put this in. But Don Callis was out there with Hobbs. This is the first time we actually heard from Hobbs in the ring since he's been with Don Callis. Konosuke Takeshita was also in the ring with Don Callis. And basically Hobbs explained why he hates Jericho so much and why he wanted to injure him. So I don't know if this is a true story or not. I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe he kind of fabricated a little bit. But something's telling me he actually did meet Jericho, but I'm not sure if it was in a way where Jericho disrespected him and his mother, though, or grandmother. I think he said it was his grandmother. So he went to a show in February of 1998. I think it was the 22nd, and he said he had an opportunity to meet Jericho. He was very excited to meet Jericho. So his grandmother took him to the show, and he said that Jericho disrespected him and kind of ignored his mother or something like that. And I was like, damn. I was like, if that happened in real life, man, I don't know if Hobbs should have been cool with this nigga. You know, disrespect somebody's grandmother, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and he said that's how he hate him and that's why he tried to injure him. He said he's going to, you know, get at Jericho or whatever. So, man, I'm going to tell you what, man, if it's not a real story, that's some good-ass writing right there. And I'm going to tell you why it's some good-ass writing to me. Because that's actually something that sounds actually realistic. Like, that sounds like that actually was something that actually happened to Hobbs. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of make you feel for Hobbs like, damn, you should have injured that boy. He's a fucking prick. But, you know, and it feels like it was real because, you know, Jericho was like a little prick back then. You know what I mean? So it feel like he could have did something like that, man. I've heard stories from people about people they meet. This is why they say, man, you don't want to meet your heroes. You don't want to meet your role models and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to meet them because you get a bad, if you get a bad experience around them, it changes your whole outlook on them. So, that's not for me, man. I never wanted to meet certain people that I looked up to when I was growing up. Because I always had that, like, thing, man, what if they're not a nice person, man? So, that was always something that I thought about, man, and I definitely think it's such a relatable story, bro. I loved it, man. And it kind of, I mean, I'm always a Hobbs guy anyways, but it kind of definitely make you want to see Hobbs do even further damage to Jericho, you know what I mean? So we'll see how this goes, man. It seems very personal, you know, Don Callis, you know. It's the perfect person for him to have in that group, too, because now you got someone that's got a history with Jericho, supposedly. Someone that hates him just as much as he does. That's perfect for Don Callis to have that dude in the group. And I think this helps Hobbs because I feel like one of the things with Hobbs, I think he actually, when he was with QT Marshall, it actually hurt him. It hurt the momentum that Hobbs was on at the time when he went to QT Marshall. I'm glad they ended that whole thing and used Johnny Nitro to replace him because he needed to get away from him. Now he's in a more serious faction where he could get back to being the guy that people were seeing the potential in with Hobbs. You know what I mean? So I think him being with Callis is better, bro. And he could be that henchman that Callis need. So we'll see how this goes, man. And Kyle Fletcher came out, so he tried to prove himself, but then he couldn't beat Kenny Omega and failed. So that dynamic is going to get really interesting going into next week as well, man. But go ahead, man, and give me your thoughts on this, man. Get this video a like. Hit that like button for me. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. afternoons to like